Job risk tips. Contents. 1. Public part basic hazard points and preventive measures. 2. Public part circuit-related hazard points and preventive measures. 3. Public part setting-related value risk points and preventive measures. 4. Public part dangerous points related to CB drive and preventive measures. 5. Relevant danger points and preventive measures for the line protection part. 6. Relevant dangerous points and preventive measures of the transformer protection part. 7. Dangerous points and preventive measures related to bus difference protection, bus coupling protection, low cycle protection and overload protection. 1. Public part basic hazard points and preventive measures. 1. Strike and hurt people and mistakenly touch the cabinet door of the power distribution room. Preventive measures: wear a hat when entering the outdoor worksite and power distribution room. 2. Live plug-ins and electrostatic induction damage integrated chips. Preventive measures: when replacing the plug-in, first disconnect the power of the device and discharge the human body to prevent damage to the chip. 3. Misconnection during secondary work. Preventive measures: when disconnecting the wiring, make a record of the disconnection and check it after the wiring is restored. K. 4. 0.2 laser eye injury. Prevention measures: it is strictly prohibited to put the optical fiber into the eyes of yourself and others. 5. Incorrect use of meter gear such as multimeters. Preventive measures: A. Before work, carefully refer to the operating instructions. B. During work, correctly select the gear and range according to the work needs, confirm that the meter hole is plugged in correctly, and prohibit the use of overrange. C. The test wiring and gear position can be measured only after being reviewed by people. 6. The order of intelligent station safety measures is wrong. Preventive measures: when the primary equipment is not powered off, the intelligent terminal tripping and reclusing outlet hard pressure plate should be exited first, and the bus bar protection corresponding isolation knife switch forced soft pressure plate should be put in before the intelligent terminal maintenance pressure plate can be put into operation. 7. Disassemble and restore the optical fiber by error. Preventive measures: A. Before operation, verify whether the fiber identification is standardized, clear, and consistent with the on-site operation. B. The removed optical fibers should be recorded, and the restoration should be carried out one by one under the supervision of a special person, and carefully checked. C. After recovery, the relevant fiber signal recovery should be checked. It is strictly forbidden to point the optical fiber in the eyes of yourself and others. 8. The vibration of the installed protection screen causes the phase protection to trip by mistake. Preventive measures: set up special personnel to monitor and command, and stop the adjacent protection. 2. Public part circuit-related hazard points and preventive measures. 1. The CT secondary circuit is open. Preventive measures: 1. Before disconnecting the CT circuit, use the clamp gauge to confirm no current before disconnecting the CT circuit and dismantling wiring records. 2. The disconnected CT circuit shall be restored in time, and shall be checked and confirmed by multiple people. 3. When sealing the CT, the short sealing line has reliable contact and use the clamp table to confirm no current in the circuit before disconnecting the CT circuit. 2. Short circuit. Preventive measures: work on the PT secondary circuit should use insulating tools, helmet, and wire gloves. Each disconnected AC voltage circuit terminal wiring should be wrapped with insulating tape to prevent short circuit with adjacent terminals, and make a record of disconnection. 3. The test voltage is sent back to the primary equipment twice. Preventive measures. Before applying the test voltage to the device, the AC voltage circuit on the protective screen should be disconnected, and the test voltage should be applied to the device side. 4. Prevent fiber damage when the fiber loop is unplugged. Preventive measures. After the optical fiber is pulled out, a dust cap should be put on in time to prevent the white ceramic pin of the optical fiber from touching hard objects, which may cause pollution of the optical head or damage to the optical fiber. 5. Prevent miscurrent to operation interval before common CT circuit test. Preventive measures. Check whether the CT secondary circuit is connected to other equipment and should be reliably disconnected to prevent the current to the operation interval. 3. Public part setting related value risk points and preventive measures. 1. On-site setting value setting and wrong setting during commissioning work. Preventive measures. 1. The on-site setting value adjustment work shall be carried out by 2 people. 2. After the setting value is input, restart the power supply of the unit, and then print the fixed value of the unit and the official setting value issued. 3. After checking, the setting value of the device shall not be modified at will. Once modified, the printing and check procedures shall be performed again. 2. The setting value of the new protection section device does not move. Preventive measures. When modifying the fixed value, if the new protection section is involved, the new protection section shall be verified. 3. Setting value error setting. Preventive measures. When setting the setting value, if it involves setting value, such as control word, trip matrix, soft pressure plate, internal setting value, etc., its meaning should be clarified, and the manual should be consulted to prevent wrong setting. 4. Public part dangerous points related to CB drive and preventive measures. 1. Personal and mechanical injury when driving the circuit breaker, CB. Preventive measures. 1. When the action logic of the protection device is checked, the outlet platen is withdrawn to prevent the switch from being operated by mistake. 2. Contacts should be strengthened during transmission. The person in charge of the team informs the maintenance personnel to confirm that no one is working on the switch before the transmission can be carried out, and a special person will be assigned to monitor it. 3. Place the Protect is driving sign on the circuit breaker. 2. Protection check error trip operation switch. Preventive measures. 1. Check the consistency of the platen and the equipment before the transmission. 2. Before the transmission of different protective devices, the corresponding platen shall be checked accordingly. 3. After the protection device is inspected, the potential of the outlet platen is abnormal and trips by mistake. Preventive measures. When the work is over and the platen is restored, pay attention to checking the correctness of the platen potential to prevent false tripping. In particular, special attention should be paid to the calibration of public equipment such as self-transmission, bus differential, low cycle, and overload. 4. Microrectly control operation switch in remote control test. Preventive measures. Hit the remote/local handle of the operation switch to the local position to prevent false control of the operation switch. 5. Relevant danger points and preventive measures for the line protection part. 1. Trip the opposite side CB mistakenly during the line protection transmission test. Preventive measures. Change the side longitudinal protection channel to self-ring state, isolation channel, to prevent opposite side switch. If longitudinal protection is required, without CB, opposite longitudinal protection trip, closing and opening failure shall be clearly isolated to prevent mistransmission trip opposite side switch or abnormal opposite side operation protection. 2. Light differential protection debugging mistakenly trip the opposite side switch. Preventive measures. During the line light differential protection inspection, the side protection device should be self-looped so as to avoid accidentally tripping the opposite switch. 3. Line protection check false start bus differential protection failure. Preventive measures. Disconnect the open bus differential failure platen. 4. Personal and mechanical injury caused during the driving the CB. Preventive measures. During driving, the person in charge of the team informs the maintenance personnel and confirms that no one is working on the switch before the transmission can be carried out. And set up a special person to monitor, and place of protection is transmitting sign on the obvious part of the switch. 5. Protection check error trip operation CB. Preventive measures. In the primary equipment operation and partial protection stop operation, attention should be paid to breaking the plate tripping circuit, closed circuit and other circuits related to the operating equipment, the unrestricted trip circuit, including the FAR trip circuit, the closing circuit and the connection related to the operating equipment shall be included in the relay protection measure ticket. 6. During some power cuts, the isolation measures taken by the protective personnel are not taken. Preventive measures. 1. Before work, check whether the measures listed in the work ticket are correct and complete, and whether they are really done well. 2. Implement all measures in strict accordance with the guidance card, and the executor and guardian shall earnestly perform their duties. 3. For some power failure of conventional stations, circuits such as tripping, AC sampling, opening failure and long trip should be isolated. 7. Mistripped operation equipment during driving CB. Preventive measures. 1. Check the consistency of the platen and the equipment before the transmission. 2. Before work, exit the FAR trip, opening failure, decompression lock and failure joint trip of the line protection. 6. Relevant dangerous points and preventive measures of the transformer protection part. 1. Mistrip the bus link CB. Preventive measures. When the main transformer is checked, the power failure mode should be clarified to prevent the bus tie switch from tripping by mistake, and isolation measures should be taken in the bus tie terminal box to prevent the current from flowing into the running main transformer. 2. When the main transformer is pre-tested and overhauled, prevent the accidental tripping of the grid-connected line. Preventive measures. Check that the gap protection remote trip grid connection pressure plate has been removed. 3. During the maintenance and test work, the main transformer protection transmission is likely to cause mistrip of the bus link CB on the low and medium voltage side. Preventive measures. When the main transformer protection overhaul test drive, check that the outlet platen of the bus link CB on the low voltage side of the main transformer is disconnected. 4. Mistrip the bus link switch. Preventive measures. When the main transformer verification, clarify the power failure mode to prevent accidental tripping of the mother joint switch, and take isolation measures in the parent terminal box to prevent the flexible current to the main operation. 5. During the pre-test and maintenance of the main transformer, prevent the accidental trip of the network connection line. Preventive measures. Check the clearance protection FAR trip and mesh pressure plate has been removed. 6. During the main transformer protection drive, the LV and LV side bus switch. Preventive measures. When the main transformer protection maintenance test drive, check the disconnection of the bus switch outlet platen on the LV side of the main transformer trip. 7. Dangerous points and preventive measures related to bus difference protection, bus coupling protection, low cycle protection and overload protection. 1. The new protection is connected to the bus differential drive, and the operation CB is tripped by mistake. Preventive measures. Exit all outlet platen, cut off the control power before transmission, and check whether the platen are correct. 2. Bus differential driving line protection to prevent mistripping of the running CB on the opposite side. Preventive measures. Disconnect optical fiber of the line protect, and exit the FAR trip platen. 3. Line protection. Check falls open bus differential protection failure. Preventive measures. Disconnect the open bus differential protection failure platen. 4. Mistrip the bus link switch. Preventive measures. When the main transformer verification, clarify the power failure mode to prevent accidental tripping of the mother joint switch, and take isolation measures in the parent terminal box to prevent the flexible current to the main operation. 5. Mother difference protection. Check falls short seal current. Preventive measures. Bus protection inspection. Should carefully check the circuit number, correctly seal the bus to protect CT secondary circuit, prevent mis-sealing operation caused by protection CT, after human inspection. 6. Mistrip switch of mother difference, low weak, overload and other protection device transmission switches involving more circuits. Preventive measures. Before the transmission switch, use the multimeter to check the consistency between the pressure plate identification and the partition one by closing the control power supply one by one, so as to prevent the mistrip switch. Thank you for watching it.